Hi, Ted Padova here again. In an earlier video, I used this form as an example to show how we create PDF layers from within Adobe Acrobat. Now, when you have a form and you have layers in Acrobat, there are some problems. As you can see, when I take a look at this in my form field editing mode, when I go to prepare form, you see I've got just an array of different fields here. And if I were to click on this text field, I might have one of these button fields in the way. So you have to be very careful about how you organize and manage fields. And that's the theme for this video. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we manage fields in layered PDF documents. Okay, so let me go back to preview here and I'll show you how this form works and what I've done to make it work. I have a seating chart and a seminar form. So if I click on this button down here, it says show seating chart. I'm going to see my seating chart. And you see this is an auditorium, and a prospective attendee might click on one of these sections to indicate where their preference for seating would be when they submit their registration form. So let's say I come here to B8. Now watch what happens when I click on B8. You see, we pop back into the view of the form, and B8 is populating this field down here. So when I click this button, I go over to the diagram for the convention center. And when I click on one of these section areas, then it populates this field here. And let's see how we do that. So I'm going to go to edit mode. We've got a couple of JavaScripts here. And I'm going to open this JavaScript. And let's go to actions and take a look at, now you'll notice that I have nested actions here, which you can easily do in Acrobat. You can create more than one action, and you want to be careful about the order in which they run. My first one is to set the layer visibility, and that means that I'm going to show the visibility for the auditorium map. That's going to be my first action. And then I'm going to run this JavaScript. So I'm going to select this and go to edit, and we'll take a look at the JavaScript. And basically what I'm doing is I have these fields, once again with parent-child names associated with each of the fields. You see that all of the fields on the form here begin with client. And all the fields on the diagram begin with chart. So I'm taking all the fields that are client, and when I switch over to the chart, I'm going to hide those fields. But then I have to show my chart fields, and that's right here. So G hidden equals false, which means I'm going to show them, and F hidden equals true, which means I'm going to hide these. So when I click OK here, let's go back to our preview mode. Then I'm going to take a look at the seating chart, and you'll see the JavaScripts that I have on these fields. I'll go to one of these buttons, double click, let's open it up, and I have a JavaScript that I'm running here. I'm going to edit, and you'll notice that I have the JavaScript first and set layer visibility. Actually, it really doesn't matter which order you put these in, because it's going to operate properly regardless of the order. So I'll click on edit, and in this field I'm doing three things. I'm hiding the chart fields because I'm going over to the form. I'm going to show the client fields, which are the fields on the form itself. And I'm also going to get the field on the chart, and I'm going to put in the value of the associated section for the selection that I make on where I want to sit. Okay, and these are the three scripts that do it. So you don't have to worry too much about writing these scripts. If you have a form that's very similar to this, you can easily copy and paste these fields and the JavaScripts. You may need to change the names, but the scripts should be fairly intuitive. You'll see that over here, when I click on this return button, I have also the same JavaScript that I have in each one of these different section areas. So if I click on one of these sections, let's go here to A9, you'll see A9 is placed here. Now I'm going to go back to chart and I'm going to click on return here, and it's not going to change the A9 value because I'm not putting in a value there, a new value. I'm just returning back this view here. So this is perhaps one way that you might look at managing form fields in a PDF document that has layers. Once again, I'm Ted Padova, and I wish you all the best in all your form creation, and I hope this has some value for you if you use PDF layers in Acrobat PDF Forms.